Welcome back to some more Knights of Honor. You can see that we've begun to make some progress here. We conquered one territory from the Mecklenburg Empire. Our king died in the last episode, unfortunately, but we have the Honorable Frederick as the new emperor. He's actually pretty good, and he has a baby. Yeah, a little baby, little chubby cheeks, and hopefully he'll grow up soon so that I can appoint him to my court as a cleric so I can begin the mass conquest of Europe. That'll be just lovely, wouldn't it? But first, let's take a look at some of my provinces. Let's build some stuff, shall we? Let's build a weaving mill here. In Hesse, we are going to build... What are we going to build? We're going to build the cattle farm, so we can make the parchment maker and eventually a library. And Saxony is our first coastal town, but we are still working on taking over town authorities, which is totally okay. Got the French here. It looks like he's going to attack Mecklenburg himself. They are at war, it looks like. Let's take a look at kingdom rankings. So we're actually number 1. Can you believe that? I knew I was doing well. I didn't think I was doing that well. In Nassau, we are going to build perhaps... Let's do a toolsmithy for now. Yes. Take a look at this guy. Alright, refeed him, and then let's start increasing that as well. Then we almost have control of this town, and we can start working on that. That'll be exciting stuff. I'm going to speed things up a little bit.
Town authorities have been taken over.
Alright, so let me go back down. Now let's see what we're dealing with here. Ugh, terrible town management so far. We most certainly need... let's see what we need. We can get spearmen. I don't really... I need like some... What we need is a Fletcher. But we also need a bakery. Let's do a bakery because we barely have enough food in this town. So let's start with a bakery for now. People aren't very happy because of the wars. They're completely exhausted by war. But really, it seems I'm only at war with the Mecklenburgs, which is not bad. They should be dying pretty soon. They don't have that many territories left. I think maybe 1 or 2 more provinces and they're out of the equation. And it looks like the French are actually on their way right now to deal with them. So we got Jutland by Eric. Okay, so we were actually very close allies with Denmark, but this new king doesn't seem to like me too much. That's alright, it's his loss. Although he has made some good progress here, he's conquered quite a bit of stuff. So he's making some good work for his kingdom. Let me speed things up again. Do have a ton of money coming in.
We have built a new building, sire.
Okay, got a toolsmithy here.
New building, sire.
So now, let me upgrade this wall. Then let's see in Hesse what we have. Can make the parchment maker, right? Wherever that is. Where is it? There it is. No, tannery. Parchment maker. I need a sheep farm.
Has called for a crusade.
So let's make that sheep farm.
Has been built, sire.
Then in Alsace, let us do a silver mine. I'm trying to get some of the
kingdom ranking.
What's it called? Kingdom advantages by getting resources. So that's kind of what I'm trying to work on as well. Mecklenburg has offered a peace treaty. And in fact, I'm going to decline that. Because now that they're in a position of complete and utter weakness, they want that peace treaty. It's not going to happen. They're my next target. I'm just waiting for a cleric because I don't want to conquer too many provinces without having the clerics to assimilate the populations.
Yes, my lord.
This bakery is taking quite a while. And I really need to work on producing books a little bit quicker. I mean, this is taking forever. Yeah, I need some libraries, need some clerics. Ugh.
Ready to assist, sire. Your wisest of rulers and his kin. Your gold, sire. Your piety,
Let's take a look at the religion. We are definitely Catholics, which is good. We got 4 towns. Alright.
Your books, sire.
We really need to work on this.
A new construction has been finished, sire.
Alright, so now that we got the sheep farm,
Built, sire.
can we finally get the parchment maker?
A new
Then we'll be able to do the library. Let's get a wax maker going on. And then in Saxony, now that we have that bakery, let's go ahead and do a Fletcher. And we are getting more and more trade goods, which is perfect.
Kingdom advantages, sire.
Yeah, we only need statues and sugar for spring festivals, which will increase our happiness in a lot of our towns.
Infidels beware. A new crusade is coming. Political view.
Let's take a look at this. Doing pretty well here. This guy really seems to like me for some reason. I might want to... Alright, my prince has grown, so hold on, let me slow things down. Let's take a look at this kid. Ernestus. Alright, let's see. Let's see what he's all about.
The king and his most noble family.
Okay, so unfortunately he's complete crap at religion. Which is unfortunate because I was hoping to appoint him as a cleric. Now, I'm going to take a risk and appoint him as a cleric right now in the hopes that Frederick will have another son who I can actually make the heir. That way I can keep Ernestus as a cleric. So let's do that. Do not want him to be a spy. I want him to be a cleric. Okay. Now, I'm actually going to send him to Saxony.
The brightest ruler in the world. I greet
And in Saxony,
ruler in the world.
he can convert the population,
God bless you.
if I can remember how to do that. And in fact, I cannot remember how to do that. How do I convert the population? I can't remember. Unless it doesn't need to be converted, because it... Yeah, it doesn't have to be converted because Saxony was one of my original provinces that got taken over in like the first minute of the game. So I don't have to assimilate this population since they're already German at heart, which is pretty good. So we can continue conquering. So let's do that. Let me just make sure this place is well defended. As soon as this Fletcher is done, I'll make some archers. And then I will continue and take over Mecklenburg once and for all.
I greet the brightest ruler in the world. Good day, sire.
So I'm going to move my armies upwards, and then we're going to strike both of my generals at the same time.
A new building has been built, sire.
Okay. So Saxony, what do we need? Could use that church. But really, I'm going to put some walls here for defense. I always like to have walls first, before anything else.
Built a new building, sire.
Alright, so let's fill it up with archers, wax maker, and tax collector. Let's do the rigger store. Okay, so we got a trade good. Alright, I'll accept your trade agreement. No worries.
What is your wish?
Okay. So you,
Yes,
sir,
At last,
get over here.
my
You
sword
get
is
in there.
getting rusty.
Let me heal up the army.
The Pope has excommunicated the heretics.
Everyone out, let's march.
Alright, and Mecklenburg is about to fall. I want a peace treaty, but I will have none of that. Not at all. So Venice has been excommunicated, which is good. Reason that's good is because Venice is extremely powerful, so anything to decrease their power is good for me.
Your gold. Your
Now,
property,
you can
sire.
see that Catholics, the good thing about being Catholic is that you get, I think, a 30% bonus to gold, so it's by far one of the most overpowered religions in the game.
Battle and victory.
Alright, so we're going to take over this town. Should be no problems.
Sire, we took
And there we
another
go.
enemy town.
And we got a trade good with that. Hides and horses. Perfect. And I think Mecklenburg is done for. They are out of the game. They chose to start a war with me, and I am sure they greatly regret that now. So let me move this guy back over here. And then we'll keep him in here. We can take over town authorities immediately, but that costs a lot. So I'm just going to wait it out for now. And then I'll use my Cleric to assimilate the population.
Political view.
So we are war-free now. We are not at war with anybody, which is perfect. And I kind of want to declare war on Venice next. That way I can reconnect my empire. I think that might be a good idea. I don't really know where to go from here. What I'm thinking is I start moving west and just conquer all of this. That way I only have a single front to defend, because right now I'm kind of landlocked from all sides.
A new building has been built, sire.
Okay, there we go. We got the parchment maker, and I think now I can build a library that's going to help tremendously. So we'll do that.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
So let me fix him up, restore his rations. We're good to go. And then let's take a look at this guy. We're just waiting for town authorities over here.
We have built a new building, sire.
Shouldn't be too much longer, so we got tackling, but that scrolled too fast, so let me actually go in here. Alright, so we've built everything we can here, so I'm just going to upgrade the walls.
A new construction has been finished, sire.
What else can I get going here? Let's do...
A new building
Yeah.
has been built, sire.
Let's do
Town authorities have been taken
defensive structures. And now we finally have
Greet the brightest ruler in the world.
control of the new town. Let me slow things down. Let's see what's going on here.
I greet the brightest ruler in the world.
So, let me recall him. I should have had him recalled earlier. That way I could have put him immediately in Mecklenburg. Well, let me see what I can build here. I'm going to want a bakery because there's barely any food. So that's the first thing I'm going to go with. And then, looks like I have the resources in this land to build another library. So that's probably what I'm going to be doing. And then Saxony, what can we build here? Let's build a church.
My liege.
Okay, let me feed him. Now let's take a look at the map. And then I think I'm going to attack Venice. So let me move my armies south.
Yes? Warm
Let me move him to Hesse. And then let me move this guy to Nassau.
Good day, sire.
Okay, and then let me govern
May
him
God bless this city
in
with
Mecklenburg.
plenty. I greet the brightest ruler in the world.
And adopt a population. You can see it is quite expensive to adopt a population. It costs 900 books. That's why I'm really trying to make an effort to increase my book production. But at the same time, I kind of want to save up my books so I can make him more powerful by raising his level with education. But at the same time, I need to adopt a population so I'm not dealing with rebellions.
May God bless you, my lord.
So let me recall him, because he's already adopted the population. And then I'm going to need to make some military buildings here, so I can set up a defense, because this city is completely undefended right now.
Yes?
And you can see that the limiting factor for my conquest is the books, because I want to adopt every city that I conquer. But in order to do that, you can see it costs 900 books. So my armies are ready to conquer the next town, but my cleric is not ready to deal with all the politics that goes along with that. So we'll kind of play it slow for now until we can get our libraries producing more and more books. Let's take a look at how this is going. Venice is definitely getting pretty strong, so I'm excited to start attacking them. And I do hope that freaking Frederick over here has another son soon. It's gonna be pretty important. I'll accept your trade agreement. Let's speed it up.
Yes?
So let me feed him,
Yes, my lord.
and feed him as well.
Yes?
And then, I guess, let's move this guy
Move.
over
move.
here.
Everybody out.
France is asking me to attack Genoa. I'm not gonna do that. France is not my ally. So let me start by attacking Brandenburg.
On our way.
That's gonna be Venice, right? It might not be Venice. Looks like France just carved out another little piece here in Venice.
Infidels beware. A new crusade
I really
is
want to attack France, honestly, because they're getting pretty strong. But I don't think I want to pick that fight just yet. So let me see. So Tyrolia. Let's attack Tyrolia and Venice.
We are on our way.
Now, when you declare war on somebody, you want to do it on your own lands. If you are on the enemy's land and you declare war on them, Europe does not like that very much, and your relations with pretty much everybody just goes down the tube. Let's make a parchment maker so I can get that library going.
What is your wish?
I am moving.
You have a
Let me
diplomatic letter.
put these guys in France.
A new building has been built. sir.
Now Venice, let's go ahead and declare war. And then let
You
me
have
slow
a
things down a
diplomatic
little.
letter, sire.
And then a lot of people are pleased that I declared war on them. Let me see, Saxony. What can I build here? I want to build these docks, but I need docks to build a harbor. Where are the docks? I didn't see them. Yeah, I don't see them. I don't know. Let's build a market for now. We'll worry about all that later. Alright,
Let no one
let's
enter
attack
this
Tyrolia.
castle.
And I'm almost out of food for these guys, so I should probably try to make this quick. There's a lot of trade goods in this town, so this is going to be a good one to take over.
Yes?
I'm most certainly running out of food on some of my generals here. So you can siege the city and try to starve them out, but I like to do a direct assault that's often way more successful. So we're going to do that, and pretty soon I'm going to start putting some siege equipment on my generals as well, and that's going to help out a lot. Alright, so it looks like we have the first surrender here. The morale is just completely down the drain.
Sire, once again, your
Perfect.
armies have managed to conquer a new province.
So there is a fight in Tyrolia. Looks like there are rebels. They just popped up immediately after that battle. So let me reinforce here and win decisively. So we've gotten a bunch of trade goods, statues, and salt.
We have won a battle.
Back to the
So let me put this guy in the castle because he was almost out of food.
Messenger has arrived.
Let's march.
And then this guy, let me put him back here in Hesse and increase his dread. This guy, let's give him dread. There we go. Denmark is pleased. Got some victory here. Perfect. And then as soon as I gain control of this, I can adopt a population. That'll be good. Got all that money going. I think it's a good place to end the episode. We can kind of see how things are going. We'll deal with some rebellions in the next episode. Be sure to like the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.